Watched all the lights that roll. Will it take me to the end? Well, I don't know. I wanna be the only one to make it to the light. I'll take it to the edge where I've died 1,000 times. And maybe I could be the one right into the setting sun tonight.
Yo guys, Elgato HD60 here, and welcome to a new series that's starting on my channel. This is my FormulaXbox highlights for Season 7 of the league. These races take place on a Saturday night, starting at 7:30. So loading our setup now, we're gonna go out on a set of super soft tyres. So, leaving the garage now. Starting our flying lap. I believe we've done a banker already, but I've not shown that. You'll probably see the time as we come out the garage. Yep, a 1 minute 12.3 on the ultra soft tyres. We put loads of fuel in so we could go flat out, but still sort of set a slow-ish time for us to improve on the super soft tyres. So we've already done a lap on these supers, which you see we didn't actually improve on our ultra soft tyre. So we're going to go again in the hope of improving to maybe get pole or at least a front row lockout for maybe the McLarens, as I've got a new teammate for this race, Melanie 88. I don't know if it's Melanie or Melanie, however you pronounce it. I have a new teammate for this race. So you can see we are on lap 3. That is obviously because we did lap on ultra soft, lap on super soft, then on our flying lap now. So you can see we are actually down on Maestro's time there by 7,000 seconds. So we're gonna hopefully try and gain some time coming into this final chicane. We were actually 2 tenths down on our time, I think, as well. It said +2. Well, we're throwing into the final chicane. It's very nice indeed. Possibly a slight slipstream from Azar up ahead, as we did at the fastest lap of the session with a 1 minute 12.1. So we're going to cut ahead now into the start of the formation lap. Starting on super soft, probably going on to soft, then super soft right at the end. So you can see Melanie actually picked us for pole position there. Nothing to worry. I do feel strong around this track. It was my first decent league race win. I've been in many shit leagues before, but it's lights out and away we go. We've got Maestro up our inside there. We're leaving the space. Melanie's starting to pull away already. You see, it was a fairly clean start. Everyone getting through turn 1 nicely. As you can see, we've still got Maestro on our outside, but nothing to worry about just yet. So just settling into this race, one of my favourite races at the moment. You've probably seen most of my videos recently. Put into standard, save a wee bit of fuel. We've not got much. I think that's plus 0.3. Can't really see it on the previous screen. That was tidy through the second chicane. No, third chicane, sorry. Just trying to figure out which chicane is which. Nearly forgetting my corners of the Canadian Grand Prix circuit. Circuit Villeneuve, forgot to introduce the track among all my new series introduction. So Maestro is actually closing in quite quickly there. He's obviously running a very low drag setup, probably even lower than us by the looks of it. But the setup is usually quite low wings around the circuit. Do excuse me if I sniffle a lot through this video. I have a very snotty nose this day. It's 100% professionalism right there. As you see, lap 3 now. Maestro on the back of us swoops past us very nicely indeed. We've got a slight bit of dirty air through the chicane, nothing too major. Did take it very nicely I have to say. So we're now on to lap 4, coming up to the DRS detection. Ollie Bob exposed, that is a corner cut if I've ever seen one. Nothing too major though, it's only our first warning I think. So we see Jack's actually behind us there. He's doing quite well. I think he's just been promoted to a full-time driver in the league alongside Coot74, I think his gamer tag is. Obviously flying past Maestro, as you will have seen in the intro. Decided to use it, just a wee bit of a spoiler for the video upcoming. As you can see, Melanie has not pulled away that much on the ultra soft tyres, noting that all the cars around us are on the ultra soft tyres and we're on the super soft. So given the fact that we are keeping up with these guys, just shows how much pace we have around the circuit. I'm 15th or roundabout there in the time trial leaderboards for this circuit, and time trial being very strict on the corners indeed. So lap 7 you can see Maestro got back in front of us, but that's no big deal, so we can get past him. So you can see just tucks behind us, and he's coming into the pits. He was behind us on our screen, so I move over to get a better line into the corner, and then he punts us into Narnia, so cheers mate. We will be seeing a replay, slow-mo replay, in a couple of seconds. Our tyre was almost on 50%. Tyre was, for us, is not that great. So 53% on the rear left tyre. We're behind Jack's bar now, he's managed to get himself up into second. You see the slow-mo replay, just watching the left-hand mirror, you can see he's just falling back from us, falling back. You can see he's just about behind us, so we move over, then he taps our front left tyre, we go hopping over the chicane, and he was coming into the pits. So I haven't taken any stewarding action over that incident. It's nothing too major, I think he was coming into the pits anyway, so I'm not bothered. I didn't lose tons of time, it wasn't race ending. If it was race ending, I would have taken it to the stewards. So we got a virtual safety car there, I think that was for Galvanic Gamer. He left the session. We see lap 10 now, we're on 70% nearly. So we didn't want to take any risk of a puncture. I know Flying Finn's been going on about all this Malava about plus 75% you get punctures, but I didn't want to take a risk anyway. 100% professionalism from myself there, just clearing my notifications. I mean, why not? I'm just seeing where Maestro is. He's still in third, and we're in what, P8? So actually we have lost a fair bit of time, but I think you can see he's only just in that little chicane there, so it's not too bad, but it is bad enough. So we're on lap 11, just quickly powering through this race. It's a very short circuit, 1 minute 15 average lap time thereabouts. So skipping on to the end of lap 11, you can see we've caught up, so I think that's the midget train there, drastic midget. We'll get a slight toe off Jack's bar, and that's enough to just quickly sweep us past Vapiku. So that's just very good of Jack to give us his slipstream. Probably don't want to do it, but it's just how the game works, and slipstream. I'm surprised I got it from that far back, or whether it's because he's just putting it in lean, it's taking back. You see Iceman, Kimmy is the Iceman, or whatever his gamer tag is. He's disconnected, just roaming around. I think he's got Puncher, to be honest. So you see the Williams of Drastic Midget up in 4th place, I think that is, yeah. And then Kieran up in 5th place with Jack 6th, myself 7th, and Vapid Coot in 8th place. So, like I say, we actually go deep in that to the hairpin now, and we've lost a fair bit of our front wing. So that is not the best of situations there. So we'll probably be coming into the pits a couple of laps time to change the front wing just going really slow into the chicane, taking it as braking for the braking point as we normally do. Couldn't quite get the words out. But we should see lap 15. We've managed to dispose of Kieran and Jack. Sweeping past Jack, stick midget, and lap 15 we are into the pits. You can see we've got slight more front wing damage. It is red. That was from turn 1, I think, that lap with Midge. So we had no choice basically. We couldn't stay out. It would lose us tons of time. With the damage model being on the full setting, not simulation, as that would just be race ruining left, right and centre. But on full, so it's fairly realistic. So coming out of the pits on the soft compound tyres, we're on lap 16. We're behind Kung Fu Kenny Jack. I'm pretty sure that's CP3 Clippers. Not really about it. What is that corner cut? That is dreadful of me. We're probably on cold tyres at the time. See, another slight corner cut is just really give us a warning there. But lap 18, we are past Jack, and he's got a safety car. No idea who that's for. I think that's Prototype Budgie, or whether he was later on in the race. I remember him retiring at some point, but I've no idea who that's for, to be honest. But as we've pit like 3 laps ago, I didn't really think there was any point in pitting. But as all these people, as we have had these racing laps, these people will be on fresh tyres. So it's not exactly a good thing for us to have stayed out here. You see Melanie's been dropped down to P2 there. Maestro's hacked his way into P1 with his wizardry magic of his from his magic wand. Lots of stuff going around on Twitter about him being a wizard and being banned from the league. Lots. I'm presuming it's sort of rumours that aren't true, but I think I think he actually has been removed from the league. So I think from Azerbaijan, no, it will be Austria onwards. So I'm not racing Azerbaijan due to some internet problems. We'll not have internet from Thursday night up until the Monday after the race. So safety car restart was fairly clean. We're behind Azar on lap number 23 of the race. Azar in the Ferrari being one of the most dominant people all season. Notice there's no silent mole this race, so I don't know where Luke is, but I'm sure he will be enjoying whatever he's doing, or whether he's having internet problems like myself. But you can see Nor's actually got himself into 5th place, so that's paid off for him quite nicely. We've got a 510 scat either side, and you see Melanie and Maestro starting to pull away. Lap 27, you can see how much quicker those people are from us. But with us having the pace advantage over Nor, we managed to get ahead of him. I'm pretty sure I lost time from that, but okay. I had no idea where it gave me a warning. I know I was off track, but I hit the wall and I probably lose a couple of mile an hour speed there. So, behind, 4 seconds behind, in fact, Maestro. But yeah, Maestro now. He's actually spun out, so I presume that's a collision with my teammate. I would have thought it was a racing incident, because during practice with Melanie before the race, he's clean driver. I mean, so I don't know what's going on there. But end of the lap anyway, Maestro quickly sweeping past us. But as we get the cutback through the chicane onto the start of lap 33, getting past him, he's up our inside again. Obviously, very, very frustrated with himself. Maybe just spinning out as he is a no traction user. So we're just gonna back out of the move, let him through. he's much quicker than us on his super soft tyres anyway. No idea why we didn't lose our wheel there. We probably deserved to. We've done it numerous times before. We probably should have lost our wheel by now, doing that stupid move, just plowing it into the wall. And it's race ended deserving. I'm not making any sense whatsoever. But we're actually keeping up with Maestro. I'm just nearly coming into a tyre puncture range, so this won't be good whatsoever for us, as getting a punch at the end of the race on like the final lap isn't what you really want, is it? Let's be honest. So you can see Maestro actually pulling away from us on the straight. That's a bit of a tail happy into the chicane. But we are in the closing stages of this race. On to the penultimate lap of the race. We're on 60% on like rears, and I'm just praying that they're not going to blow up. I'm going to see if we can catch up to Maestro. No idea why there's a transition in there. Must have been losing my mind completely when I was editing this video. Editing for the highlights, but coming into the chicane now, we're going to see if we can do anything on F1 Maestro 26. We actually take too much curb on the exit of the chicane, but that is going to cost us any chance of getting third place. But we'll get knocked down to 5th anyway with penalties. But that's been the Canadian Grand Prix, guys, FormulaXbox. If you loved it, then make sure to give it a like, and if you really loved it, then make sure to subscribe. Well, thanks for watching, guys. It's been almost 2003, and I'll see you in the next video. Goodbye.